Hi. Everyone knows there is something called share market. But what exactly is it and how do people make money out of it? Is it like gambling? Is it risky? Is it only for people who has great finance knowledge? There are lots of myths about share market and this video explains the basics of share market for you to understand what exactly is share market. And after watching this video, if you plan to invest in share markets, then just don't rush, but wait for my videos on every Monday, Wednesday, Friday to get some knowledge. And once you get all basic ideas and information about share market, then you can slowly step into share markets to become a trader. First of all, what is share market? Share market is a place, or you can say it's a market, where you can buy and sell shares. As simple as that. Now, what is a share? A share represents a part of the ownership of the company. By buying the shares, you are investing in the company, and as the company grows, the value of the share increases as well, and you get dividends as part of company's performance. And by selling the shares in the share market at a higher price, you get high profits. Let me just explain this with a very simple example. I want to start a business which requires a cost of $50,000 and I have only $20,000 and I need $30,000 more. So I go to stock exchange and list my company to issue a certain number of shares to the public and institutional investors to raise money, and that is the primary market. An amount will be fixed for each share initially, and that is called initial public offer, IPO. Now let's say one share of my company is fixed for an amount of $1. Then 30,000 shares are listed to be traded in the share market to raise that $30,000 which I require. Now these 30,000 shares can be traded in the market where public or institutional investors can purchase certain number of shares and thereby invest in my company. To keep it simple, let's say you and two of your friends purchase 10,000 shares each from my company shares that are listed in the stock exchange. That is, each one of you invest $10,000 in my company and purchase 10,000 shares which is listed as $1 each share. Then I receive the $30,000 which I require to run my company. Now if my company goes well, the share value goes high. And when the company receives profit, it is obligatory for the board of directors to pay dividends to the shareholders. Dividend is like, you can say, a reward that a company gives its shareholder when the company runs in profit. If a company makes profit, then the owner, shareholders and promoters, everyone enjoys the profit. Say for instance, if my company makes a profit of $300,000, it is divided by the 50,000 shares and that is $6, 300,000 divided by 50,000. Now the board of directors decide to give $2 out of the $6 as a dividend, like as a reward to each shareholder per share. So the shareholders get $2 per share they hold. And as I said earlier, let's say you and two of your friends hold 10,000 shares each in my company. So you all receive 10,000 shares times $2, that is $20,000 each as a dividend, like a reward without even selling your shares. And now you can still decide to hold the shares in my company to enjoy future dividends, or you can also decide to sell your shares. You hold 10,000 shares in my company which you purchase for $1 each share, that is $10,000 for 10,000 shares. Now if the share market rate for my company share is $5 per share, then when you sell your 10,000 shares at that time, you receive 10,000 shares times $5, that is $50,000, which you initially purchased only for $10,000. So here in this example, you invested 10,000 initially, then the company performed well. So you received dividend of $20,000 and later you also decided to sell your shares where the market rate was $5 per share and you received $50,000. So you invested $10,000 and you took $70,000 in return. So from this, what do you understand? There are two ways to make money in share market. One is to enjoy the dividends of a company by holding shares of that specific company. And the other is to purchase shares at a lower rate and sell at a higher rate. Now, if the company doesn't go well, then the share value decreases, thereby resulting in a loss if you sell shares at a lower price. Instead, if you have hopes on that company that the company will do well in the future, you can hold the shares to wait for the share value to increase in future. Or if you don't have any hopes, then you can sell the shares at the best possible lower price to avoid a big loss. And that is why you need to know about the company before you invest in it. And how do you know about the company? I shall make videos of the companies as well. We shall slowly learn in and out of share markets because anything is possible for me and for you. For now, let's try to understand the details in this video, and I'll see you in the next video to release more details about the basics of share market. Don't forget to look out for my share market videos every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. And if you haven't subscribed yet, you can subscribe now and click on the all notifications bell so that you can be notified of my next video. And if you find the details in the video to be useful, leave some comments for me to read and share to those who might find it useful. Bye-bye.